Welcome to Dear Diary, the self-love podcast. This is your place to dive deep into personal development and self-love inspiration, connecting you to your intuition, your body, and your higher self, while unlocking and activating your confidence and inner power, inspiring you to show up and choose you over everything that gets thrown in your way, instead of listening to the limiting beliefs running around inside of your head. We will explore a variety of topics from conquering fear, letting go of doubt, self awareness, mom guilt, trusting your intuition, along with a ton of self care tools that I'll be sharing along the way. With solo sessions and a magnetic guest list of remarkable souls, this is my platform to empower others while using my voice to share my self love, growth, and healing journey. I hope that this podcast serves you well and you get as much value from it as I do sharing it. So here we go. What if you could experience the ultimate form of self love, self care, and just nourishment for your soul in just an hour? What would you think would be like the one thing that you could do? Right? Maybe it's a bubble bath. Maybe it's going to the gym. Maybe it's relaxing in your bed with a cup of coffee and a movie. Maybe it's spending time with your loved ones. Maybe it's going shopping. Like, what is the one thing that you could do that would just feel so good for your mind, for your body, for your soul? When I sort of came up with my self-love sessions, which is something that I offer. Um, it is a way to work with me. I really wanted to give everyone an experience where they could walk away from the hour session with me and really feel like, wow, I feel good. I feel at peace. I feel grounded. I feel, empowered or inspired or activated to do the thing that I've really not been feeling so great about. Like, I really wanted these sessions to be intentional, and they're different for everyone. They look different for everyone. But the ultimate goal is the same, where it just feels like you are held and seen and loved, and you walk away with this acceptance and this newfound clarity that you can actually feel in your body, right? It's like it's longer lasting if you can really like tap into this form of self-love. It's not just something that like, "Oh, I made you feel good for an hour." We talked about fun things, or maybe we solved a problem, but it's really just like temporary. Like, I wanted this to be lasting change. I wanted this to be a really submersive self-love session where you walk away feeling like, "Whoa, that's going to stick with me. Whoa, that just changed a lot for me. Whoa." That that was impactful, and I can take that with me wherever you moving forward, right? So, on this episode, I really wanted to talk to you. I know you guys, for those of you who follow me, you see me post about it a lot. My self love sessions, I do them once a month in Perfectly Balanced group, and I also offer them one on one. And that is an offer that I do that you can work with me one on one. So, if you're like not ready to sign up for, a 6 week or a 9 week or a 6 month package with me, but you really just need some love poured into you, this is what they are for. It is the ultimate form of self care, in my opinion, in my experience. And as I've experienced the feedback that I've gotten from these sessions, it is an hour of tapping into your body, getting out of your head, getting out of your monkey mind, getting out of your thought loops, getting out of your limiting beliefs and your stories and your patterns, and really getting grounded and landing into your body, checking in with what's alive inside of your heart and your soul, seeing what's going on inside of you and how can you best honor yourself to move forward. I love these sessions too because you can walk away with, you will walk away with inspired action steps, actual tangible tools that you can take with you. And that's really, really important for me. Like, it's not just an hour where you're gonna leave and then an hour later you're gonna forget everything that we talked about. Like, you will have tangible things to take with you, actual steps that are going to inspire you to have this land deeper in you and to be able to take it forward with you. I wanted this to be a lasting impact. I wanted this to be like a power hour of just embodied juiciness and ease and flow and just peace, right? A lot of what I notice, the women that come to these calls, they're struggling with something, whatever it is, XYZ, they're struggling with it. And whether it's fear or doubt or an insecurity or a pattern that they keep repeating, or the women that sign up for these sessions, they're looking to just love on themselves. They're looking for a solution. They're looking for clarity around a certain situation. They're looking to find wisdom so that they can stop repeating whatever it is in their life that doesn't feel good. And so during these sessions, we really just get curious about, what stories are you telling yourself? What is the actual truth behind those stories, right? But we do it from a place of embodiment. A lot of these sessions are me taking you through a process where you really go deep inside of your body. It's not surface level. It's very, very in depth, but it's also very gentle and very like kind and loving and nurturing. And it doesn't feel like ripping off a band-aid and then you've got this gouge, this wound, and now it's open and it hurts and it's sore and there's blood. Like, it's very gentle. There's a lot of compassion, a lot of grace, a lot of me just being a mirror for you to see things in yourself that maybe you're too far in your head or too far in your shit to see, right? It's me really tapping into my intuition and showing you, or repeating back to you, even things that you say that you might not even realize that you're saying, right? Before these sessions, I meditate, I do breath work, and I really like tap into my own energy. And then I meet you during the call with from a really grounded place, open to receiving the words, open to receiving your energy, and really just feeling into, how can I best support this woman? So this is the thing, and I see it everywhere. People come to me with this issue and it's like, my life is hard because of, and you can insert XYZ. My life is hard because of my relationship. My life is hard because I can't seem to get control of my kids. My life is hard because I hate my job. My life is hard because I can't make my ends meet. My life is hard because XYZ. Well, what if you could get out of your head about whatever this is and really like tap into your body and stop telling the stories about whatever X, Y, and Z is? What if you were able to zoom out and detach yourself from this story that you keep telling yourself and step more fully into your power, into your own energy, into your bigness? And what if you could feel how that would feel in your body if you let go of it, if you let go of that story, if you let go of that belief? Like, what if you could experience what it would feel like on the other side of being done with that? That is what we do on these sessions. And that is why I say it's like the ultimate form of self care, right? It's better than a bubble bath. It's better than watching Netflix and drinking coffee. It's better than having a glass of wine and just coping with this issue that keeps following you everywhere you go. Are you consciously choosing to attach yourself to these stories and limiting beliefs and peoples and energies and things that no longer serve you? A lot of us are. I am, was, still am about certain stories, right? Like there's always going to be things for me to shed and always going to be things for me to learn and let go of. We've just been conditioned to like accept these things as they're just a part of us. Well, that's just how it is. That's how it's always been. That's how it is. And that's how it's always going to be. Right. Our bodies are like programmed to believe these stories. Our bodies are programmed and they seek out these unwanted feelings. Right. Like there is such a thing as if you're constantly in a state of fight or flight, your body becomes addicted to that state of fight or flight. What if you could tap into your body for an hour and see where that fight or flight is coming from and see what it would feel like in your body on the other side of getting rid of whatever belief is behind and underneath that fight or flight? That reason that you have to keep running or fighting your way to survive, to thrive. What if you could just let some of that go? And open up your heart and see what it would feel like to just feel peace and ease and just have it be effortless because it's landed in your body. Am I making sense here? The you that comes to these sessions, the you that even seeks out a coach to begin with, or listens to self development podcasts, or reads self help books, or sees a therapist, or writes in a journal, or maybe does nothing tangible. But the you that craves a more peaceful and fulfilling life, the you that is so sick and tired of whatever X, Y, and Z is, whatever this thing is that keeps haunting you, whatever this black cloud is that keeps following you. I've done it too. I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm never going to be able to make ends meet. I'm always being judged by others when really I just want to be loved. My stories, they go on and on and on and on. But if you can get underneath them, if you can get to the bottom of them, if you can really see and hold these really hard energies and stories that live inside of our body, if you can hold them with compassion and grace and someone else who can see you in these moments and show you the way out, show you that there is another side, show you that there is truth and it's not the truth you're telling yourself. I am not judged by everyone. And for those who are judging me, they need to take a look in the mirror. I am able to make ends meet. I'm on my way to wealth and abundance every single day. I am not in an abusive relationship. I'm in a relationship where two people love each other so much, but there is so much resistance and there is so much tension because they are literally both the perfect mirrors for one another to show them their shit, right? I don't know what the saying goes or how the saying is, but I'm sure you've heard it before. It's like, get into a relationship. That is the biggest source of you being able to see your shit through another person's actions, eyes, words. Being in a relationship with someone is the perfect mirror for all the things that you do wrong and all of the ways in which you need to heal, right? So I want to be here to support you, and I would love to have a self love session with you. And at the end of this, and in the show notes, I will be posting ways in which you can reach out to me to sign up for your own self love session. But I just wanted to share some of the experiences that I have gotten out of. I'm sorry, I want to share some of the experiences that others have gotten out of these sessions, um, because I think it's important. And I think that people get to experience these moments of just powerful impact in just a short amount of time. Just 1 hour. Just give me 1 hour with you and let's see what we can create. Let's see what we can uncover. Let's see what we can discover about you and tap into your more powerful state that you may not have even realize is inside of you. Women walk away from these calls feeling clarity, peace, comfort. They walk away inspired and activated into their vision. They walk away with a better understanding of why they are feeling so fearful or doubtful or whatever XYZ is in the first place. And they walk away with a clear plan on how to move forward. And not only do we talk about like, what can you take away from this, but okay, when you don't have me right with you, and maybe a week later something shows up in your world and shit hits the fan, what are you going to do about it, right? Not only do we walk away with tangible action steps and tools, but we walk away with the knowing that when shit goes bad, when shit goes wrong, this is what you can do. Because it's not always going to be just rainbows and sunshine when you hop off these calls with me, right? Like everything's not just going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy moving forward. No, life's still going to happen. You're still going to get curveballs thrown your way. And what are you going to do when that happens? You have a plan, right? These calls feel nourishing and gentle. They don't feel like an hour of you bringing up all your shit. And then at the end of the hour, you're like, okay, now what do I do with all this? Right? No, you're going to walk away feeling clear. I promise you that. Women walk away from these calls with a better understanding of how they can give themselves grace, right? You hear me say it all the time. I'm sure you hear other people say it all. Give yourself grace. Just give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Okay, and how? How the fuck do you give yourself grace when you do nothing but constantly beat yourself up about whatever it is that's always in your way? Do you even know how to give yourself grace? Well, let's get curious about what that would look like because it looks different for everyone. These calls help you tap in to your higher self, your more authentic self. They give you the feeling that you're enough and you're doing enough. And that somehow, even if you're in the thickest and the deepest place of shit, it's perfect. And you're going to be okay. And there's something to learn from this place. But it is not who you are and who you will always be. I absolutely love supporting women on these sessions. They are so powerful. And all it takes is 60 minutes. Coming to these calls, being open to receive the things that I see in you, being open to sharing your story and sharing what's alive inside of you, and being open to discovering what possibilities are on the other side of whatever heaviness you bring to these calls. I love these calls. I absolutely love these calls. And I think the thing that I love the most about these calls is that somehow everyone who comes to them brings something different to the table. And they leave with something different too. And yet we are all on the same path. We all want the same things. We all just want to feel peace. We all just want life to be easier. We all just want to get the fuck out of our way. We all just want to feel better and happier and more loved. And at the end of the day, even though our stories sound different for everyone, they're all the same. And it's stories and it's feelings and it's beliefs that we have all carried around with us for the majority of our lives. And no, I'm not going to say that you're going to be healed or fixed or everything's just going to go away after one session. But if you can come with a problem, come with a belief that is really beating you down, and you can get to the bottom of it and tap into your body and get out of your head and feel what it would feel like on the other side of these things that are in your way. If you could just feel what it would feel like to get to the other side, that feeling would be something that you would know, right? It would be in your awareness of what it feels like. Like, oh, instead of thinking that I'm just constantly being judged, I'm actually not being judged. I'm judging myself. Well, what does that feel like? What would it feel like if I fully accepted myself? Would others fully start to accept me too? Yeah, more people would, right? And then the ones that didn't, would they affect me as much as they have been my entire life? No, because I would have more confidence. I would be in my power. I would feel more empowered and inspired with the things that I am doing. And if I came across people that maybe didn't agree with it, it wouldn't knock me on my ass, right? And so I go from this place of like fight or flight, fear, doubt, insecurity, judgment. And then I got a taste of what confidence and empowerment and enoughness and just like effortless. I got a taste of what that felt like in my body. Then it's easier to go back to that whenever you're faced with people who are judging you, right? Because again, life is going to happen. You are going to get thrown curveballs. But if you know what it feels like to be truly and authentically you, if you know what it feels like to be tapped in and grounded in your power, don't you think it would be easier to get back there the next time you needed to? And then the next time, and then the next time, and then the next time. And then pretty soon before you know it, it just becomes like second nature. And then pretty soon before you know that, you're just naturally in that state of empowerment, right? So these calls are really amazing. And I just wanted to share this because I know I talk about them a lot, but I don't think people actually know like what is a self-love call? Like I'm good. I got my routines. I do my bubble baths. I get my manicures. Like, I don't need somebody to tell me how to love myself. No, these calls are so much deeper and more powerful than that. These calls serve as a reminder how to love yourself and what it feels like if you truly and authentically did love yourself and gave yourself compassion and grace and acceptance and discovered what it felt like inside of your body to love yourself unconditionally, because it all starts with you. You show others how to love you by the way that you love you. So, that is all. Again, if you want to work with me, if you want to experience a self love call, I'm going to link all of the ways in which you can reach out to me in the show notes. These calls are so powerful. Just 1 hour. Just 1 hour of you showing up exactly the way you are. Maybe you show up and you're an ungrounded, chaotic, hot mess disaster that just feels like trash. Perfect. Perfect. I guarantee you, you will walk away. And that guarantee, like that's a tall order, right? Like I have never had anybody walk off these calls going, "Oh man, it's just yeah, that was great, but I still feel like shit." I've never. I guarantee you, come as you are and experience the juiciness and the power of these calls. Getting out of your head, tapping into your body, allowing me to just be a mirror for you for things that you may not have seen that are there underneath the layers, underneath the surface, underneath all of the stories. Tap into who you truly are. You're going to walk away feeling so fucking free. I love them. And I love you. Thank you for listening. I hope this episode served you well, even if you don't sign up for one of these calls. I hope you understand the impact of how powerful it is to get out of your head, into your body, listening to how you can honor yourself moving forwards and detach yourself from these stories that don't serve you. Detach yourself from XYZ, whatever it is for you, whatever it's been familiar your entire life, whatever you've been conditioned to accept, whatever your body has been programmed to do for the majority of your life. And tap into the you that is so powerful, so beautiful, so magnetic, so abundant, so worthy. That is the you that you always desire to be. That is who you truly are. You just need to let go of some shit along the process. You just need to tap back into your body and come back home and listen to what's really alive inside of you and not look at life through the lens of a cloudy filter. All right, until next time. And that is it for today's episode. I hope that these words activated and inspired something inside of you. And if they did, please share this episode with a friend or on your social media, and feel free to tag me so that I can say thank you. The more people who hear these words along their path, the more we can help inspire and heal the world. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a review. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Sending love and light until next time. I'll see you soon.